Alright, so we're back in the garage, back working on some projects, and one thing I want to go over a little bit about is the belt grinder. A lot of people call these sanders, we call them grinders. Call it whatever you want, it's something that takes metal off abrasively. So what I got here is it's a 2-inch by 72-inch belt grinder, meaning the belt is 2 inches wide by 72 inches around. So I built this one based on the KMG Beaumont Metalworks. It's a pretty nice rugged design. I used a milling machine and a bunch of scrap aluminum I got off eBay, and minus the motor I probably spent close to $200 on everything. The aluminum, the drive wheels, the pill block bearings. You'd be surprised you can find on eBay. And again, just visit some knife making sites and look at different grinders out there. I mean, I don't have all the bells and whistles of a nice Beta or one of the TW90 grinders, but hey, this one works pretty well. I got a 1 horsepower motor on it. I actually want to upgrade to a 1.5 horsepower motor, because if you start doing a lot of heavy grinding on the large surface areas, I can actually bog this one down a little bit. It's just a Harbor Freight 1 horsepower, so maybe that's not quite a horsepower, who knows. So anyways, what we do with this is for putting, after we hammer in the bevels on something, we'll go through and we'll grind on it. Of course, longer blades take a little bit more care. What I like to do is I actually tuck my elbows in, instead of trying to move my arms back and forth where you tend to wobble your blade. If you ever look at some guys' knives, you'll see kind of ripples in it. That's what causes that. What I like to do is I just lock in my elbows and I move my whole body from side to side, so I can hold a fixed angle on that. I can go side, all the way to side, and it makes for nice, even grinding. A lot of what you'll see guys doing is they'll be holding them up and down on it. I come in at 45-degree angles on it quite often. So what all we're trying to do is get a larger surface area in contact with that to help us keep it nice and flat. So back to the Gladiator scissor. These are the wrought iron surface pieces. So what I did was I surface finished those on the pieces that are going to go together across the high carbon steel. So basically I'm just trying to make it so I get a nice smooth contact, so when I do forge welding there's nowhere for gaps for a crud to get caught in that. I'll show you how this works real quick. And the belts we use, a lot of these are ceramic abrasives, so you really need to wear a respirator, because this stuff, if it's not air, it shouldn't be in your lungs, and if it's coming off a ceramic belt, you're basically breathing broken glass. All I did was start to smooth out the bevels on that. This is just a long German hunting dagger I'm making. But yeah, this is a 40 grit belt, so it takes off metal in a hurry, so you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. This is for tracking purposes. That turns it, so that shifts the belt either way so it fits flat. This is called the flatten. That's where you put the pressure on it. Some people will have just a big contact wheel out here if you want to do hollow grinding. Main drive wheel back there coming off some shaft hooked to the motor. And this loosens up here and I can switch out the tools with anything I want.